I can hear the unsubs already. Hello, guys. I was very busy today. Very tired. Oh, thank the gods, it's Friday. No one can possibly bother me on a Friday. I basically got asked how to make Loki do what the person wants him to do. That person is blocked because I'm not that kind of stupid. Loki is not a pet. If you're looking for a pet, please leave Loki alone. Loki's not a pet, he's not your servant, he's not your slave. Loki is not owned property. You serve Loki. You sometimes serve Loki cowering and trembling because you don't know what the hell you did, but chaos is exploding around you and he's proving he is an almighty god. That is how you serve Loki. You cannot force your will on Loki. I cannot say that enough because all Lokeans that serve Loki are sick and tired of seeing one more horror story on the internet of, I tried to force Loki to do something, and now I don't have a home. Well, no shit, you don't have a home. You try to force Loki to do something? You're lucky that's all that happened. I tried to force Loki to give me money, now I'm in traction. Well, yeah. What did you think would happen? You cannot force Loki to do something. As has been said of, the the gods from South America, they're a lot like dealing with the mafia, so are the Norse gods. They can get rough and they can get very violent very fast. That doesn't mean new people have to fear Loki if you're treating him with love and respect. But if you're coming to them with the idea of, I'm going to get a lottery win, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that, and I'm going to force them to give it to me, they will find ways to make you sorry. They will find ways to make you sorry. Or Loki, being the opportunist that Loki is, he will find ways to get all he can out of you, suck you dry, and walk on merrily, laughing, and then go tell Odin, hey, look what I did to that stupid human. Now you go, you apologize, and you go, and we'll just keep working that same shell game till we take them for everything they got. Loki is an opportunistic predator at times. He can be. All gods can be. One of the hardest things I had to do when I was working with Voodoo on Loa is work my way past that tendency with the Loa, even though Baron was calling me. Baron can be quite opportunistic. He can feed on people, not in the sense of taking everything from you, but until he forms a connection with you, he can certainly take advantage of you. So can Legba, so can any Loa or god or goddess. They can take you and rob you blind. They don't set up anymore, so they take it where they can get it. So if you think you're going to take advantage of a god, you may find yourself taken for everything you've got, and then some. And why do I care? I care because it hurts Loki's reputation at the end of the day. I don't care about people that want to hurt the gods, because the gods can take care of themselves. They're big gods. I care about Loki's reputation. Any Lokean can tell you all the horror stories they've read about, I tried to force Loki to do this. Somebody invoked Loki and this happened. This happened. This happened. It's like, yeah, because you treated him disrespectfully. He's an actual god. He's not an archetype. He's not energy. He's a god. If you're not comfortable with that, he's not a god to work with. He really isn't. I've seen a lot of gods that seem to not care how they're treated. They can be treated any way they want to be. Or maybe people aren't working with that god. Maybe they just snatched something out of the ether and that's what they're working with. I really don't know because I'm not that person. But Loki's not a god that's going to be treated as energy or as a ritual tool to use to get your own end. He is going to be loved and he is going to be respected. And if he feels like doing things, he's going to do things. I've noticed a lot of people end up having relationships blow up because you have to have a certain level of respect. I know people probably think that's two-faced coming from me because I'm always yelling at him to shut up. But there's a difference between when he's having his go at you and annoying you and trying to distract you from work he wants you to do, and when you're dealing with him on a serious level and then being disrespectful and just demanding you get what you want. He has terrible ways of giving people what they want. If you ever saw Wishmaster, the terrible ways those people got their wishes granted, that is what you can get sometimes. So you have to tread very carefully with Loki. I'm not saying you should be a little tiny bit afraid. It isn't bad. You shouldn't be terrified of him. He's probably not going to rob you blind or beat you up if you're respectful, but at the same time, he does have those traits in him. All gods have those traits in them. All gods can rob you blind and leave you high and dry if they think the only thing you're doing is trying to take advantage of them. They've been around a lot longer than you. They are a lot better at it than you. They're at god level. I gotta smile for that one. And that's the thing to remember, guys. If you're going to try to play a shell game against Loki, you're going to lose. It's not like those books written to make young children feel good about themselves. You're not going to beat a god in anything. You're going to lose. You're going to lose hard. And then you're going to go on the interwebs and cry about how mean this god is. And this god isn't mean at all. This god just taught you a lesson. Even when Loki loves you, his lessons can be very painful. The longer we're together, the more painful lessons and lumps I get, but it's only because he loves me and he wants to teach me what's best for me. And Loki's not always the gentlest teacher. So, I just wanted to get that out there because I'm noticing an uptick of people that aren't very serious. Unfortunately, Loki attracts a lot of frivolous people that think that it's either a game, or it's Dungeons and Dragons, or it's cutesy cutesiness, and Loki's not really real and they can do whatever they want. Or the article that the person referenced, the writer got back to me on, they said that they absolutely can't stand Lokeans that use Loki as a shit shield because Loki made them do it. Loki didn't make you do shit. You did it on your own, and he's gonna bring it back to you with a pretty bow on it. And he will do it the worst possible time in your life. You veterans, I know you've heard that speech before, but every so often I seem to have to repeat myself because people don't listen. And I know the people in question aren't going to listen. They're just going to go out and they're going to do what they want and they're going to get hurt. And then they're going to be crying. And they will even tell you, no, I won't do it. I won't do it. I've been practicing magic for decades. I've seen so many people say, no, I won't do that. And what do? They go off and they do it and they get hurt and then they go online and they cry because magic didn't work the way they wanted it to. Welcome to the real world. So I hope you guys are having a good one. I hope you're getting ready for Halloween, everything like that. But, I do things first, always, and last because I care about Loki and I want Loki to be happy and I want people to have some general direction to go in. And being greedy and demanding things and expecting Loki to fulfill all your needs, you take that however you want, is not a way to go about it. He has a free will. If he wants to be here today and interact with me, he will be. If he doesn't, he's not going to be here. There's nothing I can do to force it either way. So, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.